Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings here, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, and of course a dash of Disney. You always know it's a dash of Disney day when I'm wearing some mini ears. Today I get to share one of my favorite Disney subscriptions with you. It is Bibbidi Bobbidi boxes. I think they're actually shortening their name to Bibbidi, which is fine with me because it makes it way easier to say. Now this is their Imagination box, which is their penultimate tier, so it's $99.99 per month plus shipping. For me, the shipping is $7.99. So they also have an Ultimate Magic box, which is what I have subscribed to for July because the boxes come towards the end of the month. So that way I will be able to consider it my birthday box, even though my birthday is actually in the beginning of August. I have done almost every tier. In fact, I have done every tier, and they start as low as $39 per month. So you can definitely get your own dash of Disney. They do other fandoms as well, like Marvel and Harry Potter, but you know me, I'm a Disney girl. So I'm very excited to share this with you. Now, if you haven't watched some of my Disney unboxings before, I'm always looking for a value of about 10% more than what I paid, and that's just based on the fact that I am an annual pass holder. Even though I can't get into the parks right now, you usually get a 10% discount as an annual pass holder, so I'm looking to get a value of about $110. Right now I'm not counting the shipping because it's hard to compare other subscription boxes where sometimes the shipping is included, sometimes the shipping is way more, and right now just because I can't get to the parks myself, I'm not going to include that shipping in the total value. So we are looking on the spoiler sheet when we take a look at it at the end for a value of about $110, and that I feel like is a good value with a Disney box. All right, you guys, so we're going to open it up. It did come in a plastic wrap again. I actually really like that because I feel like it's nice and protected. And then we've got our little card. So once again, this is the same card that I got last month. It is Duffy and Friends. So it looks like they probably printed out a bunch of cards because now they're telling you who curated your box on the back. They used to do like a different print every month, like with a different theme. I really want the Tiki Room one, of course, because you guys know that I love the Tiki Room, and I have seen that in some other Disney unboxings. Let's see what it says. It says that my box was curated by Amanda, and they actually reached out to me before they put my box together because they noticed that I hadn't taken advantage of the wish list. So in addition to having like super detailed preferences where you check like the characters and attractions that you like and dislike as well, they also have a wish list where they sort of post all of their like current inventory, and you can heart all of the things that you really like. And with the Imagination boxes and the Ultimate Magic boxes, which are those two higher tiers, you're usually going to get one of those designer items. There is a lot of Loungefly. Luckily, I happen to like Loungefly quite a bit, and I hadn't selected anything because I didn't want to like take away from other people who had their heart set on certain items. Like certainly there were some items that I was like, that's cute, I maybe would use that, but part of me just wanted to see what they would come up with without me selecting anything from the wish list, but I did want to help them out. So after she emailed me, I did go ahead and heart a couple of things, and I noticed that there was something that had been on the wish list before that was no longer on the wish list, and so I did just sort of jot that down in the email and said, hey, if you still have any of these, even though they're not on the wish list, that's definitely something that I would be hearting. All right, so let's get into it. So here is our spoiler sheet. It also matches with Duffy and Friends, and I don't know those characters very well, but that's okay. And then we've got our purple tissue paper and all of our fun star confettis, which are always nice and always get all over the ground, and you find them weeks later, and that's fine. And it's always super duper packed with foozles, which is also great. And I'm already seeing that I'm going to have to do an ear change, which doesn't bother me. I love ear changes. All right, so this is pretty exciting to me. So this has been on my preferences for a little while, and I know everybody has like mixed feelings about them, but I personally actually really enjoy cruises, and I know that Disney probably does them the best. I've never had the opportunity to actually go on a Disney cruise. That's like something I would love to do if the cruise industry ever does make a comeback. But they have special Disney Cruise Line ears, and I just thought these were so cute. There were actually quite a few different ones. There's like with nautical themes, but I love this. This is like rose gold sequins, and then this satin bow with anchors. And you know, I haven't actually gotten any of the rose gold ears, like the original ones or like the new Briar Rose ones that they came out with that are like more glitter than sequins. I always liked them, but I'm not like really a huge fan of rose gold because essentially it's like pink. I mean, I do like the coral, but it's like a deeper pink. So I've never like really liked the rose gold, but I thought it just looked so like kind of luxe with these nautical ears. And as many of you know, my dad is a captain, so I grew up on the water. I love boats, and I just thought that this was so appropriate. And of course, if I one day ever get to go on a Disney cruise, then I'll be all ready for it. So let me go ahead and change these out. Always a little bit tricky to manage to not get the tag in the front. I do cut my tags off. I'm one of those people, I don't necessarily feel like I'm gonna resell them someday and need to have that collector quality where I still keep all the tags, but for now I'll just tuck them in. They seem like a little bit closer together than some of the other like Disney parks exclusive ears that I've gotten, and even the ears seem like a little bit smaller, which is kind of okay with me because sometimes I feel like they're ridiculously big and you kind of forget and like go through doorways and you're like you're hitting your ears. So these are super cute. I love them. Thank you so much, Amanda, for getting me these ears that have been on my preferences for a while. As many of you already know, Disney ears are $29.99. Sometimes they're actually a little bit more, but I think these were in the $29.99 range, so that's fantastic. Let's keep going. So it does look like they listened to my email where I made a gentle suggestion as to a Loungefly item that I would like that actually was no longer on the wish list, and it is another bag. I am going to have to like kind of scale back on my Loungefly requests because now I have probably like 10 different ones, but I love them because they're all different styles and colors and themes. But this is like, I liked this one because it is like so classic that I feel like it could be used like in daily life. And I'm kind of bummed because it looks like one of my dots is kind of scratched, but I'll just have to like mess with that. But it's one of those things where like if you were actually going to use the bag and not just use it as a display item, it would eventually get scratched anyway. But you can just kind of see on that one dot right here, or maybe it's not going to show up in camera, but it is a little bit scratched. But then you can see in those little dots we have little details of Minnie, like you can see her shoes there. It's just little like snippets. There's one with just her hands, one with like her hip, one with her bow. I am a little bit bummed about that, but I figure if you guys can't see it on camera, then probably no one else would notice it. And then it is just a nice big crossbody with this giant bow on top, and then it has this chain, and then it has like a leather strap on the top. I'm not going to take the time to take that off. I've seen this on the wish list several times, and like I had it on my wish list, but I just never wound up getting it. And so I was a little bit disappointed when it went off the wish list because I thought, well, maybe now I'll never get it. That was the same case with the like denim polka dot crossbody that has been on my wish list before, and then it was gone for a little while, so I actually went and bought it directly from Loungefly because I liked it so much, the like satchel size, and now it's back on the wish list. But anyway, I'm very happy to have this, so it's cute. So there's a little snap on the back, you can see, and then you just unsnap it. It opens up the bow. It's not like the most convenient thing, I think, to get into. The zipper works really nice. Sometimes I feel like I have a couple Loungefly bags where the zipper doesn't feel like the best quality, where it's a little bit sticky, but this one feels really awesome. And then I get to show you the lining because you know Loungefly always has awesome lining, and I just love the like cartoon, just simple black and white. I love me a good black and white with red accents, again, because I think it is so versatile, and Minnie Mouse is just so classic that you don't have to be using this bag at the parks. I think it would be a really cute accent to any like retro outfit. I actually just got the red dress from Loungefly because they started a clothing line, the Stitch Shop line, and it's the red one with like the buttons down the front, and I think that this bag would actually go really well with it, even though the red is like a kind of different color. Like the red on the dress is a little bit more orange, and this is like a nice true dark red, which I love. And of course it's got that nice little Loungefly emblem there on the front. So I'm pretty happy with this item. I forget how much it was, but you guys know Loungefly is not cheap, so it's probably in the like $50 to $60 range. But for a faux leather, it feels pretty nice. I'm just a little bit concerned about the paint and how that's going to wear if I do actually ever get to go anywhere and use it. But I am gonna have to somehow figure out a way to display these bags, but that might involve me waiting until I get a bigger house. All right, you guys, so, oh, this is exciting. So this was still on the wish list, and I did heart this, and this is how it kind of came up, because I was like, if you happen to still have the purse that matches this card holder, I would absolutely love to get that in my box. So I got the whole set, which is awesome. And I do like card holders for smaller purses. I was a little bit like trepidatious about this one just because it does feature that big red bow again, and I was like, well, when you're trying to be a little bit more sleek and not take up so much space in your bag, and then there's this like giant bow, I don't know like how effective that is, but I do think it's super cute, and it does look like it will actually still fit into this purse. So you can see even with the bow up, it does look like it will fit just right inside. But of course you could always use this as well in a different bag, and I do like to move everything because I have like that old school like checkbook size wallet. Not that anyone carries their checkbook around with them anymore, but I love to have like a card holder that's smaller. So it's got like the same design, just a little bit smaller, and here you can see all of those little details. Again, her shoes, her hands, her bow. And then same idea, it has that same snap feature, so the bow opens up. And this is a little bit different because my card holders that I already have kind of have like slots along the front, like when you would open up like a billfold. And this one is different where it just kind of opens like an accordion here. And again, you can kind of see all of that fun print inside. So it looks like, I'm not sure what you would put in these like smaller pouches. I feel like maybe you could put things in there if you need to. It doesn't have like a zipper top, so it's not like you're gonna want to put change in there, but it definitely has like 4 different compartments for different cards, and you can obviously put more than one card inside. And it feels like there's some, let's see, I don't feel like there's actually like magnets that keep the individual sections closed, but the snap is really like a snap instead of a magnetic closure, so it does feel like it would be pretty tightly closed, so you wouldn't worry about your cards actually falling out. And I guess depending on the size of what you tucked into those middle pouches, those 3 middle ones, you might be able to feel pretty secure with something because you do have that bow strap that goes over it. So again, there's Minnie kind of peeking out from the interior lining, and this is like, it's really soft. Sometimes the mini backpacks that I've gotten, or even the other crossbodies that I've gotten from Loungefly, they feel like a little more stiff, like a little more almost like vinyl-y, but this actually feels like a nice faux leather, and it even kind of has that texture to it. So let me see if I can actually show that to you guys. So you can see on the bow, it's got that nice cross hatch like texture. And then here on the actual wallet part, it has that sort of like faux leather grain. So they did a pretty nice job with this, and the quality feels great. So I think this is pretty cute, you guys. This little set, like I said, I love that it's just classic Minnie Mouse. Can't get more classic Disney than that. And let me just double check. That was like a lot of stuff, so I just want to make sure there's nothing else in here. Oh, so they did also include a sticker pack, because what happened was not this month, but last month there were some shipping delays, and they gave us a choice. They were like, you can just wind up getting charged at your regular time, meaning you would get charged before you actually received your June box. No, this is the June box. You would have gotten charged before your June box, before you received your May box, and to like thank everyone for their patience. If you chose that option, then you got like a little free sticker pack. Otherwise, they were like really flexible, and they were like, we can also just like push your billing off until you wind up with your first box. So that makes sense. So let's just see what we got. We got some ghosts from the Haunted Mansion. Let me see if I can get them to focus. The camera only wants to focus on my amazing bow back here. I don't know if you guys can see them. There we go. You can we'll just pretend they're blurry because they're ghosts, all right? And then we also got, yay, some Enchanted Tiki Room love. Of course, I love that. See, that one wanted to focus because it had a little more color. Here we got some Small World love, and I do love that it has Aloha on there. And then we also got, I feel like there's been a lot of People Mover love happening, so I'm wondering if they're gonna bring the People Mover back. I don't know if they can in like the current like climate, but I know a lot of people have a lot of nostalgia and love for the People Mover. Let me see if I can get our little ghosty friends to show up a little better this time. So I think they are just kind of like a little bit hazy, but I think now you get a better view of them. So fun little sticker pack. As you all know, if you've been watching my videos for a while, not just the Disney ones, I get a lot of stickers. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with them, but maybe eventually I'll be doing like more swaps with people and I can use those to decorate, or maybe I'll like start to put them in a little album or something. Let's take a look at our spoiler sheet and see whether our value was there. So we got the Sparkle Pack, which is awesome and just says thank you for your patience. Then we got the Loungefly Disney Minnie Mouse Polka Dot Big Red Bow Crossbody, which was $60. We got the Disney Minnie Mouse Polka Dot Big Red Bow card holder, which was $20. And we got these Disney Parks Cruise Line exclusive rose gold ears headband, which was, as we know, $29.99. So those were like pretty much nice whole numbers, but they did do the math for us, and the total retail value is $109.99, which is right on the money for the value that I'm looking for in a box that started off at $100. I wanted 10% more, so that's exactly what I got. Just $10 over that original price. We're not counting the shipping right now. So fabulous box. It definitely pays to keep your preferences updated. Definitely pays to get in there and use the wish list and make it a little bit easier on them. I realize now in retrospect, instead of trying to like be giving and let everybody else get what they wanted, I should have like given them a little more direction. And that way you really ensure that you're gonna get a box that you absolutely love, which has pretty much always been the case with Bibbidi. So thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you so much, everybody at Bibbidi. Another fantastic box, you guys. Tell me what you think, what your favorite item is. Maybe tell me what your favorite pair of ears is, not that you necessarily own or that I necessarily own, but that you've ever seen. I would love to know. And other than that, I hope you have a fantastic day. To see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.